Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Saur Darkchylde, and welcome to the finale of this case of Let's Replay Ace Attorney Investigations. Rather than get into what happened last time, I'd really like to get this case finished, so let's just get on with it. March 13th, 2019, 4:27 p.m. Gatewater Land Main Gate. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost.
Hold it!
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Haven't you forgotten? And there's only one thing you should do at a time like this.
What is this, and what is that?
When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you leave it to me. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu.
But I thought you were a thief, not a hero.
Yatagarasu is noble, and is always a thief of justice.
That's... Of course!
If we have enough information, I can recreate inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony,
you can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped the ransom money off. We may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang?
So you want to use that little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hold on. You're all about to witness the true power of the real modern-day Robin Hood.
Detective Gumshoe, is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprints among the police department's documents?
Yes, sir. We got it just in case we need it for the kidnapping case. Alright. I'll input the haunted house data then.
What is this? Where are we?
It's like we're inside the haunted house.
Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way of using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene.
Okay, what should I recreate first?
You haven't figured it out yet.
Maybe I have, and maybe I haven't. But I'm going to make you do all the hard work.
Very well. I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. But if I can't verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall.
Eh? What was a badger doing all the way down there?
I also thought it strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere.
Do you know which badger it was?
No, it was too dark to tell. So I saw its all I saw was its silhouette.
In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now. Okay, programming complete.
Then, when I started walking towards the exit, and that's when you were
struck down from behind, right?
Yes.
But that's odd. The hallway is a dead end. Where did your assailant come from?
There is only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here.
Take that!
That doll I saw wasn't really a doll, but it was in fact a costumed kidnapper.
Oh, so he used the costume as a perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house.
Precisely. He waited until I made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step forward toward the exit, he stood up and launched his attack. I can't think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad, but I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself.
Just don't use it to do anything criminal, Kay. Well, Lance? What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you a chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. He didn't set foot inside. Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? Alright then. You're claiming that it was Mr. Dicon who assaulted me? Yes, I'm sure it was him.
Okay, inputting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the bad badger, right? Since the bad badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in its left hand. Now, to verify the facts
of this recreation.
When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors.
Indeed. Who has ever heard of this house? Of this many mirrors inside a haunted house before? Well, at least we know We know this is the real crime scene, thanks to these mirror shards.
Hey, wait, these shards are something different about him.
Oh?
The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from the mirrors, hers on the wall. And look, there's some sort of design on the back too.
The pieces from the back from that costumes are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could it be that our pieces are not the pieces from these mirrors?
You didn't recreate the weapon. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with?
The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was something... It was someone's bare hands.
Okay, so where were you hit?
I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious.
Ouch! Sounds painful.
Why are you smirking like that when you say it?
It's just my imagination. Now, let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as the weapon. I'm looking for something the culprit could have used to hit you with.
Take that!
I have it. There was indeed one such object lying there in this hallway. A prop sword.
Are you thinking about this thing here?
Yes. Although, we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes. It's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me. To leave no evidence behind, right? Correct. It may be worth a more thorough examination yet. Okay. What should I do for this? Let's do a test of luminol. The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so the fingerprint analysis is useless. Retron or luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood had found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Like I have a choice. Shit, nah. Call the lab boys.
Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless.
So, it must have been in the left side of the prop sword that hit you, right? Then, right? Okay, I'll update the recreation with this. New piece of info.
Okay. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Let's see. Finally, I found a clear contradiction about this sword. Except for a bit on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side.
The opposite side? Huh?
If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would hit.
I see. But the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means that he used his right hand to hit you.
Exactly. This prop sword has a large handguard attached to it. It would be impossible to hold it with two hands while wearing a costume with such big hands. Therefore, if it couldn't be the left hand or both hands, it must have been the right hand.
I'll change the data to reflect the right-handed swing.
Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, you'd only create a new contradiction. Changing the prop sword to be in the culprit's right hand would contradict what? The Bad Badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so he can't hold a sword in addition.
Hey, that's right. Then what now? Oh, if it wasn't in his left hand or his right hand,
it means that the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me. Which leaves only you as our primary suspect.
Fine, it was me. I hit you.
It appears that you lied to me yet again. But see how quickly that catch up to you, Lance.
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Yes. And that's what makes this deduction all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. But that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input the new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger.
Got it. Here I go.
Now, we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me.
Alright, All we have to do is examine a few the new recreation and...
And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang?
That amusing little gadget is sure packs a punch, right, Shina?
Yes. It was all I could do to hold my laugh after in.
Hey, don't make fun of little thief. You mean old werewolf. He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing, don't win this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way, your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There is a trick to this haunted house.
And what would that be exactly?
The trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can provide, Shana.
Here you are.
Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written here in this pamphlet. The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House.
The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House. The Disappearing Badger.
What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theoretics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll.
How can this be?
Guess that throws the whole theory about you being attacked head right out the window. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he lied down and pretend to be it instead. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Now, get off your high horse. Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay. I wonder if you could please input the new information for me.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
I can't quit, not until I can declare that I found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks.
Tch, there you go again. We'll see if I care. Okay, updating the recreation now. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden.
If the slumped over badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding?
Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Yes, let's. The recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. Alrighty. Let's see now. The blue badger's just a doll used in this haunted house.
I bet the one who killed the blue badger was the bad badger, right?
According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy. All because of an ally hanging up justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun.
Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other?
Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. I feel like I'm missing something. I've only got the one, huh? Let's see. There's gotta be something here that gives me a new bit of logic. Bingo!
Eureka!
Hold on a second there. There is something wrong with this blue badger.
Huh? Like what?
The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake?
It can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet.
So then, why is the blue badger dressed in reverse? Now I see. Okay, do you remember what you said earlier?
What I said earlier about what?
About how this building might as well be a house of mirrors.
A house of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reversed or mirror image.
Yes. This blue badger, her meant to be nothing more than the reflected image of the real one.
Then, was the blue badger you saw just its reflection?
When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror...
Oh, then it should actually be form an L shape, right?
Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black. And there was a beam in the hallway that obscured my view of the other hallway.
Wait, but why would this place... He's like... Why would... Wait, but why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me.
Okay, the house is just another attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror hall so that a very specific purpose is one I can point out to you. This is the reason they built this place. I think I get it too.
Take that!
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger.
You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still here.
That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in the flesh. Move the mirror wall. To remove a reflective image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then, beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created.
Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror.
And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design to them.
Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the her walls in the hallway,
then when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit.
Huh? How so?
Think about it, Kay. There was a place that was outside of my field of vision. The culprit kept out of sight by hiding here.
Take that!
There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was right here. If my assailant had hid on the other side of the movable mirror,
then you wouldn't be able to see him.
He didn't even need to do anything the blue badger. He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll. Exactly. All he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror.
Wait, hold on. I just thought of something.
Yes?
Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now, in reality?
Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound.
Leave the money and go now.
That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Okay, I'd like you to input some new information.
Don't scare me like that.
Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me.
Sure, whatever you need. So, what do you need, anyway?
If you could first recreate the hallway just before I entered the dining room.
You got it.
Now, I believe this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Though, at the time, I thought it was but a single straight alley. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering.
You heard what? Then?
Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken.
Okay, so then, when you stepped outside into the hallway again,
the mirror wall should no longer exist, Kay. Please recreate that.
Got it. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So, where did he go in his proto-badger suit before Mr. Edgeworth?
Huh, that's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway.
I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything.
No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head.
Huh?
Perhaps you didn't notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency.
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall.
Oh, there's no blue badger over there.
Exactly. The blue badger that I saw in reality is not there. This is the final point on this long chain of logic. The last remaining contradiction.
So let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right?
And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger. Let's see, which evidence is it?
No. Victim's costume, possibly.
Take that!
The badger I saw was actually the dead victim's body.
What?
Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is the final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. You and you who can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death to Mr. Deacon.
No.
Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was a life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken.
Ha! You were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot?
There was a variety of sound effects playing at the time. All for theoretics, I assume. The gunshot must have blended right in.
Oh yeah?
Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lance Amano! Breakdown! I'm sorry!
It's not like I have a choice, Oliver. It's not like I have a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and startled me. I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun, and I shot him. The bullets must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, he might have been the one. I might have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See? That justifies self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself.
That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lane, I leave the rest to you.
As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Wait! Hey, I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. Dad? Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence, and so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. By the way, do you know why I'm really here?
And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question?
You wound me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know.
You came to see me?
What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano. About a case from 10 years ago.
A case from 10 years ago?
Oh, what's the name that you used for that case? Shina?
It's known as the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident?
Oh, so you remember it. Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the change of the initial smuggling ring. The charge of the initial smuggling ring.
Smuggling? There's that word again.
At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin DeVore. Ah, Father? Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. DeVore, I always suspected that you were involved in the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. DeVore was arrested in place of you. Which is why, when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret.
No. Please, calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat. What the? Who the heck was that? Oh, hey, it's those two! From the first case of this game? I'll take him to the precinct, if you don't mind. Who the heck are you? I'm Jokus, his sportsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Oh, Jankus! Jackus! His goodness! Thank goodness you are here!
Don't jerk me around! This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect! Sorry, but I can't comply. I've just got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you please, cooperate with me here. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors. The whole lot of you. Guys, arrest the two suspects. Sir. Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is it? I'd like to thank you.
Thank me?
Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, is that any way to thank someone? And what the heck is that supposed to mean?
Sorry about that for the sudden stop there, folks. I accidentally unplugged my iPhone from the game capture, so I had to do this part all over again.
So, you were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernst to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So, how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you?
The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow.
It's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Romano. Oh, and the smuggling ring, right?
No, I would never do such a thing.
Tja, what the heck? Our intel's never wrong! In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring.
Ah, so Agent Ling suspected my relation with Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude.
On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you?
The courtroom is a place where the truth can be revealed.
Well, don't worry. It's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor who never lost in 40 years? Every defendant must be found guilty? Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but fatalities, falsities, and lies?
It would seem that his disdain exists beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts, why is this man so angry with us all?
Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. So don't you forget!
Please, wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang in Zhongfa. The heads of the police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts. How can that be? A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence
and one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence is purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust.
But not all prosecutors are like that.
Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor.
So, Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim. We better catch up. Yeah. We still gotta deliver that thing to the old man, after all. Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed home ourselves. Yeah. Are you going home too, Mr. Edgeworth? No. I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office? No problem, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
Thank you very much.
It's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure. There she goes again, talking to herself.
Miss Pops. I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping.
No, I have no idea.
Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance. Which means that from the beginning, he had no interest in the stage self-abduction.
Wait, then why did he...
I believe it was perhaps of your presence, Miss Pops.
Me?
He realized that the two of you were related. Which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Devore into cooperating.
Father...
A felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Animo family butler, at the very least, he was able to watch over you. That was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, although there is no need to thank me.
No, Lauren, stop! I mean, this man's so much older than you. Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth.
Way to go, sir!
Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief.
What are you going on about now?
Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts.
That's Mr. Edgeworth for you.
Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. If you haven't heard in all this time, I guess I'm going to have to just say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know.
What? What do you mean, Al? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this girl?
Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy.
Gummy?
Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember?
That single piece of cloth took me back, far into my memories. To that fateful day 7 years ago, when I first met the then child Kay and Detective Gumshoe. And that brings this case to a close. What happened in the event of these three meeting? Find out next time as we take on the 4th episode of the series, Turnabout Reminiscence. I hope you enjoyed this series and would love to see more. If you do, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, ring that bell to be notified when our next video comes out. We do new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and occasionally Saturday and Sundays. Until the next video for the start of the next case, this is Saur Darkchylde, signing off. Have a good night, folks, and enjoy the preview for the next trial. Next case.